I'm here at the home of Chris Stott. Chris, could you tell us a little bit about your disability, please?
Yes, I had a bicycle accident when I was 21, which resulted in me being paralysed from just below the shoulders, and I use a wheelchair all of the time. I worked until about 20 years ago, when I stopped as a result of advice of the consultant at the hospital. Since then I've done charity work for various national organisations, but about 12 years ago I decided to go back to school and studied law, which resulted in me being called to the bar in 2009.
So it sounds like you were very independent, Chris.
Yes, through the spinal unit you are trained to reach this level of independence to the extent where I worked, and I drive my own car.
So Nikki, as Chris's wife, how did the situation change for both of you?
Well, Chris was experiencing problems with his shoulders, so his mobility had deteriorated a little bit, but then unfortunately he had to go into hospital for some major surgery, and things went from bad to worse, you might say. They got to the situation where when they were looking at discharging him home after 8 weeks in hospital, everything needed to be done very quickly, and he needed basically help to do everything from transfer from bed to chair, get in the bath, and do all the basic things really.
So how have Prism been able to help?
Well, we were very fortunate in the fact that Nikki had a friend who worked for Prism, and we were able to get the portable hoist brought into the house, which enabled me to be released from hospital. This enabled me to get on and off the bed, which was the major step for getting to a certain degree of independence. As the portable track proved to be successful, we were quickly able to get agreement to having a straight track put into the bedroom to allow me to get on and off the bed quite easily, and also a H track in the bathroom so that I could use the toilet and then transfer into the bath and vice versa, which gave me full independence.
So has there been any other equipment that's proved useful?
Yeah, when Chris first came out of hospital, he had to come home with 4 carers a day, so intense was his care. We were able to have the 4-way glide, which enabled, well, all of us to move him around in the bed, and certainly it enabled me to be able to move him independently when carers weren't around. Since then, obviously we've had the use of the slings, which have been fantastic, and now he's become a bit more independent. He uses a slide board to get in and out of the car.
Chris has a 3-way transactive extra ceiling track hoist installed. Nikki, would you like to demonstrate how this is used, please?
Yes, of course. Obviously we put the sling in place, which is quite easy with Chris because he helps out.
As you can see, Chris also has an H system installed in his bathroom. Nikki, please could you demonstrate how this works? So you've dealt with people at Prism. How have you found your experience to date?
I have to say Prism have been great right from the word go. They pulled out all the stops to get us the gantry hoist very, very quickly, and you know, since then they've always been very helpful, prompt.
I think what I would say is that from the outside it might look as though we got very good service because of the existing relationship Nikki had with one of the Prism workers, but I'd like to think that the way they've approached providing a service has been excellent. You know, it's, you know, are you getting the right piece of equipment? Were we able to get it quickly enough? Yes, we were. Prism worked very well with the local authority, and they've worked well with our carers and worked well with Nikki in terms of providing the right equipment, making sure it's usable on a daily basis. And has it changed my level of independence? Yes. You know, a year ago I was stuck in a bed far longer than I needed to be after the operation, which made me worse, made me less independent. And now I can get around the house quite easily. I'm driving again with the help of the sliding board.